Hi, it's Marianne of MW's Designs. Today I am starting my Valentine project. I'm mixing a batch of my sweetheart cookies. I'm making just half a recipe, and I need half a cup of butter, which I've already softened and put in my bowl. Then I added 3 ounces of cream cheese, and I'm just kind of blending everything together. This is a recipe that I've had for a long time. I think originally I got it out of a magazine, and over the years I've made it quite a few times, and I usually make it as a rolled out cookie. So depending on the time of year and the holiday, I make different shapes. But at Valentine's Day, I make them into heart shapes. It's an oatmeal cookie, and because it has the butter and cream cheese mixed in, I think that's what makes it such a tasty cookie. Everybody that I serve it to usually gives rave reviews of it. So if you'd like to try this recipe, I would really encourage you to do that. And next I need half a cup of brown sugar. So mix that in. And it's quite an easy recipe to make. I can do it fairly quickly. Okay, there's the brown sugar, and then I need half a teaspoon of vanilla. And then I can start adding my flour. I need a cup of flour total, but I like to use half a cup of whole wheat and half a cup of white, but you can make it with whatever kind of flour you prefer. I kind of like the nutty type of flavor that the whole wheat adds to this recipe. The recipe actually calls for adding walnuts or whatever other kind of nuts that you want, but I'm actually not going to add any nuts. But it still has kind of a nutty flavor. Then my white sugar, or my white flour. Get that all mixed in. And then I need half a tablespoon of baking powder, and 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt, just kind of a pinch of salt. Sometimes I don't even measure the salt, I just kind of give a little sprinkle in there. Okay, and then my last ingredient is my half a cup of oatmeal. And I will get that all mixed in there. And when I get it to this point, I like to start mixing it with my hands. I'm going to do it one-handed today, though, so that I can still work my camera without getting it all full of cookie dough. So I get it mixed up, and I will roll it into a ball and then cover it and put it in the fridge, probably for several hours, or sometimes I even do it the next day. So just to make sure that it is chilled really well before I start rolling it out. I find that when I have it nicely chilled, but even by the time I have it cut out and put on the pan, it still is a little bit cooler than it would be if I tried to make the shaped cookies like right after I mix it. So it's always a good idea to chill cookie dough. This is a good recipe though for making shapes. It doesn't spread out too much in any case. All right, so I have that down, and I will leave it for now, and in my next video I will be rolling it out into cookie shapes.